Hi everyone, my name is Julie and welcome to Modern Manna's very first video. Yay! So today, in lead up to one of the biggest anticipation in cinematic entertainment, I'll be showing you my take on an Avengers Endgame / Infinity War theme cake. So this cake is inspired by a galaxy buttercream mixed with geode effects. So they'll be using rock sugar as the infinity stones and they'll be topped off with the Avengers logo. First of all, we need 4 different colors of Swiss meringue buttercream, the uncolored vanilla buttercream being the largest batch, and the other 3 being the purple, the sky blue, and the black buttercream. We can color the purple and sky blue buttercream by using gel food coloring. If you want the color to be darker, just gradually add and mix in more gel food coloring. Remember, the buttercream color will develop more the longer you let it sit. For the black buttercream, add cocoa powder 1 tablespoon at a time until it becomes a brown color. Afterwards, add food grade charcoal to your buttercream 1 teaspoon at a time and mix in the buttercream until it turns black. Now we have prepared our colored buttercream, let that sit on the side and we will work on the foundation of the cakes. Spread a little bit of buttercream in the center of the cake board. Then place your first cake layer in the center. To fill the cake, I like to pipe a ring of buttercream close to the edge of the cake on top and then continue to fill the inside of the ring. This way, you can make sure that the layers of buttercream in between the cakes are all the same amount. Here I am using a biodegradable piping bag, so yay, less plastic for the environment. Then do the same for all your other cake layers. One of the cake layer looks a bit weird, but that's okay. Once the cakes are nicely stacked and filled, use some buttercream to spread over your cakes to lock in all the crumbs. Then place this in the fridge to set for approximately 15 minutes. Once your crumb coat on the cake is firm to the touch, we can start on the first outer layer. With a palette knife or offset spatula, apply some more uncolored buttercream around and on top of the cake. And with the bench scraper, smooth the buttercream and clean off the excess with each scrape. Remember, it is important to scrape at a straight 90 degrees angle. The top of the cake can be smoothed off using an offset spatula. If there are any patches or holes, just continue to fill in with more buttercream and scrape as you go. Once you're happy with it, pop it back in the fridge for approximately 10 minutes. Once this buttercream layer is firm to the touch, it is time for the galactical buttercream. Apply some sky blue and purple buttercream in different areas and patches on the cake. And once again with the bench scraper, blend the buttercream together, cleaning it off after each scrape. Then place this in the fridge for 10 minutes. We are on the final buttercream layer, so apply patches of black buttercream in different areas and smooth over with clean bench scraper. Place this in the fridge for 10 minutes for the buttercream to set firm. Yay, so that part is done, we can move on to the next part of the decorations. Using a small paintbrush, dip into white food coloring and flick it onto the cake to make stars. This can get a bit messy, so maybe it would be a good idea to do this outside or have something to cover your table. With another clean brush, dip this into different colors of luster dust and edible glitter and gently dab into small areas. Here I use white glitter and baby blue glitter. Now the galactical buttercream base is finally done, we can move on to the next part of the decorations, the infinity stones. Yay! For the meantime, you can place the cake in the fridge. To make these stones, select a few ice melt melts, and with a rolling pin, we want to smash these ice melt crystals so it will be a bit more jagged and looks more like the infinity stones. Then we can select 6 ice melt pieces that are around the same size. These will be your stones. Here we want to color these with 6 different colors of edible glitter. Mix in the edible glitter with a few drops of food grade alcohol and blend with a paintbrush. Now paint over the face of the ice melt crystal. Here we have colored gold for the Mind Stone, orchid for the Power Stone, red for the Reality Stone, copper for the Soul Stone, emerald green for the Time Stone, and sapphire for the Space Stone. Woo, I hope I got that right. For the Mind Stone, I used a little bit of yellow gel color with 1 or 2 drops of alcohol and painted over the gold glitter. Now take the cake out of the fridge. Using a sharp knife, Carve into the cake where you want to insert the infinity stones. Just carve into the buttercream layer until you reach the white buttercream base. There will be smaller golden rock sugars bordering the infinity stones, so make sure the area you're carving out is a bit bigger than the stone itself. Apply a little bit of uncolored buttercream to the area, then insert the infinity stone in the center. Then insert the uncolored rock sugar surrounding the stone. With a teaspoon of gold luster dust and a few drops of alcohol, mix that in together to make a paint, and paint over these bordering rock sugars. This really gives more details to the cake. I also like to add a little bit of more golden details surrounding the infinity stones. And there we go, we have 6 beautifully infinity stones embellished on the galaxy buttercream base. Now we're on to the very last part of the cake, which is the Avengers logo. But this part of the decoration really needs to be done a few days in advance because we have to let the gum paste sit and firm up. So here I have printed the Avengers logo to the size I want and cut it using a pair of sharp scissors. Flour your bench or cutting mat and your rolling pin with a little bit of corn flour. Here I'm using around 2 handfuls of white gum paste. Now with a rolling pin, roll out your first handful of gum paste, approximately to 1 centimeter in thickness. You see that the letter A has a circle around it, so use 2 different size round cookie cutters and cut a ring out of that. Now use 2 skewers and insert it straight through the sides of the circle. Do not make the same mistake as me by inserting it on a diagonal. Just insert it straight through. That's why the logo looked a little bit cracked, but that's okay. We learn from our mistakes. Now once that is done, we want to roll out the second ball of gum paste, so approximately half a centimeter. Now carefully cut out the letter A and remove the excess gum paste. The letter A has an arrow on the side, so use a ruler to make a light indent to replicate that in the logo. Once it has hardened up, use the same kind of gold paint we made to paint the rock sugar. Paint the front and the back of the 2 gum paste pieces, making sure you let it to dry up as well. Now we are finally in the end game. We can top the cake with the logo, so it's best to insert the ring first. Then you can make the A lean on the ring. If you're transporting this cake, I really recommend to top it when you're at the location. And finally we finished the cake. How cool does it look? I really hope I did it justice for the Avengers. I am so excited for Endgame, but I am not ready for it to be over. Overall, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Definitely comment below as well to let me know what you want to see. And until next time, don't stop creating. And also, don't spoil the end game. See ya.